The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run with Michel. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. That's it. At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. I got you. I got you.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Set. With the flag. 25 to Mike. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
On the ground is Michel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. It's Kelsey on the ground. Evades the tackler and now some space. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the 16, Bridgewater. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Following the penalty, Michel. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. On 2nd and goal, Bridgewater. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Looks good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Taylor will bring the Browns up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. This is Michel on the counter. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go. Hey, 25 to Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 20-yard line.
Ready? 1500. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Come, baby. Come, baby. And we go 37 to Mike.
Third and long, it's Taylor. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Browns. 51 yards. That's a heck of a way to convert on third and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. Third and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
Now Taylor, and the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Kill.
Here's Taylor. Going to throw again. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mike 37. I got you. What? 37 to Mike. Mike 37. Bag it.
Throwing on third and long. Taylor. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line.
First down, Brown.
The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
15 for the Niners there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
To throw is Bridgewater. And he's got some space here. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
54, right there, 54 Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bridgewater now. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, 49ers. Will Fuller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Taylor to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Space to maneuver at the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one good for 24 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Taylor will throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. the gun. It's Taylor. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater now from the 50. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Ready. Mike 57. There's a party now. What? Go. Motion. 57.
Here's Hunt. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
54. Big stop, D. Big stop.
They run again with Hunt. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. From the gun, it's Taylor. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Again, it's Michel. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second into his prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And now Edelman. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Bridgewater. Incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. Got him in, it's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on second down. Taylor. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Taylor. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He was trying to hit his big receiver, Brandon Marshall.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
We got it. Good job, D. Good job.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Mike 5-4. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now on 2nd and 13, Bridgewater, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Check.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Jim, 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 Jim. Shift, shift. Go, go. Me. .54 Mike.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got you, boy.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Get that ball. Shit, 33. Know your job. Hey, check back 33. Check back 33.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Michelle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Rashad Penny. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
Here we go.
Here's Bridgewater. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Undercrush. Kill. Match box.
They're running it. It's Michel. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run it. This is Michel. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. A give to Michel running right, and he stopped immediately there. Called it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. It's complete to Fuller. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win down.